Hi, Danny. Tell you what, it's always wonderful to see you. You're doing so amazing. I just can't stop to say how much information you're putting inside your brain is amazing. Don't be overwhelmed with this. The stuff we learn with the piano should be fun, should be new. Don't be weirded out by the idea of a linear piano. What we've been controlling thus far is knowing that our ukulele, all these little things are to help our fingers start moving faster. All these chords that we do different shapes are to form these and be able to move them up so we can play that sharp. Knowing that if we played a G major and then a G minor, if we move that G minor up, it doesn't work with that high G because we get that half note minor second dissonance, right? So if we know this is a G minor and that this is our B flat and that's our B flat, we quite literally can move this finger over here and put our pinky where that was to get a full bar chord. Therefore, we can move that anywhere we want, right? So what we're doing is we're just figuring out how to teeter-tot all of our chords so we can use them intermittently throughout all of our playing. All right? So what we kind of ended on today was just being able to take our pattern of our whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. This video is not going to be too long. I just want you to know I have confidence you can work these notes up in order. Now in C major, we have the open notes, but when we get rid of those open notes, we still have a C major. I would generally play C open, D with my second finger, E open, F with my first finger, G with my third finger, open, second finger for my B, and then a half step with my third finger for C. All these feel good because we have been working on our Spidey exercises. All I gotta say is when our opening note, our root is not in the key of C, if it's in C sharp, we would have C sharp, a whole step to D sharp. Our E sharp would actually be our F note, but we call it E sharp because we wouldn't say C sharp, D sharp, F. What happened to E? C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp. Yeah, F sharp, there's our F. And that's actually our F sharp that we know. So C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C sharp. Now it's weird, C sharp has 7 sharps, so when we say C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, they all are inferred that it's C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C sharp. But regardless of me calling them names that we know, I can call them turtle, skyhawk, dining room table, do-to-do, it doesn't matter. My fingers always go to the same position. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Notice how I moved up a half step? All my fingers kept doing the same pattern? That's a D note. There should be 2 sharps in the key of D. I have an F sharp and a C sharp. So thusly, I can't say my natural notes the same way. This is a long-winded approach to actually get here, but check this out. D natural, E natural, F sharp, G natural, A natural, B natural, C sharp, D natural. See, like I kept saying natural on there. It's like when we play a G7, we don't say G dominant 7. It's too long-winded. Therefore, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. The F sharp and the C sharp are inferred that they're not natural notes. You get that. I know you do. So when we keep moving this, we have a D sharp. What we do is we keep moving up. Don't worry about the note names. Just worry about the pattern. Because when you do, if you're in E, you have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Because you know there are 4 notes that are not naturals in the key of E. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. In the key of F sharp, we have 6 sharps. Therefore, how many natural notes do we have in the key of F sharp? If we have 6 non-natural notes, we only have 1 natural note. That natural note is B. Why? It must be pretty lonely to be in F sharp by yourself. Here it is. F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F. The reason why I call that E sharp and then F, we know that E sharp is an F, but I can't have F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F. It doesn't work. I already had 1 E, and I have to say, I can't say F, F sharp, just doesn't work. That's why we say E sharp. Anyway, I love what you're doing. Keep those fingers straight. If you have a question about all this, just do your Spidey exercises. Do 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 do. And when you're doing this, when you see that D roll around, try and do the major. And then when you you see this E around, try the E major pattern. Then we've got the F. And we have an F. How many flats are in the key of F? 1. It's the B flat. Therefore, when we're doing our finger exercises, which should be muscle memory at that point, where's that F? Right here? 5th fret's the F. So we have F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. The thing we're trying to get at is you shouldn't even have to think about the notes of the names while playing them. You should kind of put 2 and 2 together at a certain point. Like this is a B flat, this is a B flat, but like today, we worked on the F sharp. You know F sharp is right here because it's not an F and it's not a G. That's an F sharp. But knowing that F sharp is also right here makes you think, oh, well, if that's an F, if that's an F sharp, this is an F. Well, that means if this is an F sharp, that's an F. Which means if this is an F sharp, that's an F sharp. And what happens is that octave becomes your pattern. I hope the takeaway from this is you're a rock star. I really enjoyed seeing you this week. I cannot wait to see you next week. It will be our last session for 2 months. Other than that, feel free to buzz me whenever you want. If you want a session while you're in Germany, give me a buzz. We can do Zoom or FaceTime. It's a little early for me, but for you, buddy, I will wake up at the crack of dawn for you. Anywho, I really enjoyed seeing you and the fam today. Tell Kennedy I said hello, and I'll see you next week for your last session of this month until we reconvene back in February. Aloha.